Okay, now it looks like I'm live. It almost looks like I've been live for a minute and a half, even though I only clicked the button a second or two ago. I don't know what that's about. But it doesn't matter because there's nobody here yet, so let's go. Here's my project today. I want to finish this, get this off to hello, whoever just came in. Let's see. Taking deep breaths, trying to calm myself, and just focusing. We now have two people. Hello. Please tell us who you are. Make yourself known. Um, anyway. So, oh, we have four people now. Isn't that lovely? Still no comments, but that's okay. Oh, okay. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. I heard the best quote this morning about deep breaths, and now I can't remember. But it said it was something along the lines that, oh, excuse me. Deep breaths. Hi, Fiber Floozy. Glad to see you. Deep breaths are, oh, I can't remember. A love pat that you give to your body. Love pat is not the right word, not the right term, but that's the sort of thing. Anyway, so here we are. And it's our Wednesday free for all. And oh my goodness, we had 6 people a second ago, and I seem to have turned 2 people off already. Story of my life. But that's okay. I can go on living. Now we have 5. Oh boy, I need to just stop watching that number. I really do. Because it just makes me crazy. Hey Cami, glad to see you. Hey AJ, glad to see you too. Let's see. Yep. I'm just taking deep breaths, AJ, and you know why? Because I just left a rather disturbing conversation. Oh, hey Sandy, glad to see you. Hi, who knows? Hi, Katrina. Lovely to see all of you people here. Hi, Alicia. Hi, Tracy. Wonderful to see you all. Hi, Diana Sharp. Oh my goodness, look how many people are here. I think it's lovely. I think it's just lovely. I want you all to know each other because we should all get along. Can't we all just get along? Let's see. Hi, Bears Crochet Critters. Oh my goodness, glad to see you too. Hi, Karen. It's a Granny D raid. Yeah, we were just at Granny D, and we were hearing about somebody's unfortunate domestic situation, and there's nothing that any of us can do about it because she has to take the first step to get herself out of it. We can, and all the advice giving in the world is fruitless, and in the end, I really, I'm not going to talk anymore about that. Goodness gracious, look at all the numbers we have now. Hi, Dana. Glad to see you too. Anyway, deep breaths, deep breaths, deep breaths. Let's see. What are we doing here? So, of course, this is my Wednesday free for all. And puppies. Of course. Yes, puppies. Yeah. So, yeah, it's funny. On Monday, I think it was when people got off on a tangent talking about horror movies, which I hate with every fiber of my being. But they kept talking about horror movies, and I was going, puppies, 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 and I was shouting. And that brought my sister, well, I won't say running, because neither one of us really runs, but she was rather concerned. So I don't know why. Because that is my I guess that's my safe word. That's my way. Hey Jenny, I was glad to see you in that other live stream earlier today. But yeah, puppies is my safe word. It means I want to change the topic and I want to change it now. So anyway, yeah, I'm taking deep breaths because I just witnessed a somewhat disturbing conversation. Only because we're all concerned about the person involved. But there's nothing that any of us can do at the moment, right now. Hi, Lisa's Crochet. I heard you had a magical live stream last night and I wasn't there. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry that I was not there. Why? So I'm glad to see all these people. Puppies, puppies, puppies. Yes, puppies. We love puppies. We love puppies. Can't get enough. In fact, oof. Puppies. Daniel sent this to me. He also sent me this llama. But it's a cute little corgi. Isn't that cute? Oh, hey, Dinas. Yeah, a squirrel raid. I'm glad to see everybody here from Granny D's live stream. I was just saying that I was very concerned with the discussion that was going on in Granny D's live stream because there's nothing any of us can do to help the person involved today. And we can all give advice out our behinds all day long, and we're all really good at that. But none of us can do anything. The person involved has to take the first step. Changing the topic. Puppies, puppies. Actually, I hope you saw my unboxing yesterday, where I got some absolutely amazing yarn from the Pawpla Yarn Company. Daniel, look at that picture of his puppy. The company mascot is his Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, whose name is Oslo. And hi, Garden State Gardener. Glad to see you. Let's see. So I was just, hey, Carrie. Glad to see you too. But anyway, I was just saying that I had just yesterday I did this unboxing, but I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna show you what I got because look at these yarns. Aren't they gorgeous? Oh my God. This is a DK weight. It's 225 meters. Somebody multiply that by 1.1 because I can't remember exactly how many yards it is. It's a DK weight. And the colorway is just called pink. I might have gotten the last skein that he had of this. Doesn't mean he won't have any more. But I got this. And then, look at this. He and I came up with this colorway together. It's got orange, it's got lavender, it's got pink, and we called it Ginger Bear. Isn't that cute? And it's a fingering weight. I got 2 skeins of this, and each of them is 425 meters. So this is going to be a sort of shawl / scarf. It doesn't matter that I live in North Carolina and rarely need a scarf. It's never, ever leaving my hands. I haven't decided what to do with this yet. It's fingering weight, and I'm not sure that I've ever used fingering weight before, but it's so beautiful. And I will tell you, I don't know what scent he was wearing that day, but the yarn smells glorious. Oh, I feel like Crystal back a day. Yesterday when I did the unboxing, somebody asked me if I needed a moment alone, and I said yes. Because it's so beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, Tracy, you should look up Daniel Poplar Yarns because he's in the UK. Oh, hey, Granny D. Anyway, so I'm very excited about that. Right now, what I'm working on is another one of my Alicia shawls. It's really your basic boomerang shawl that just on the expansion side, it expands on every row, and on the other side, it decreases every other row. So this is how far we've gotten. So, and this is I envision my friend using this as a scarf. He is someone I know he's American, but he's an opera singer and does a lot of work in Northern Europe. So this will come in handy next winter. I'm going to make a hat to go with it. Not sure which one I will make. I think I have another hat in this yarn, except I can't find it right now. And if I can't find it, I'll have to make a new one. Drat, because gosh, I hate making hats. Why? Let's see. Hi, Wendy Hooker. Jill, you didn't interrupt me at all. I don't remember you interrupting me. If you did, it didn't bother me at all. I don't remember at all. But you know, Monday was such a blur. It really was. To start with, I fell asleep and I wound up starting the live stream an hour later than I expected. I went 11 hours, and then I was just totally worn out. So that means I started at about 2 p.m. and I ended at about 1 a.m. I am still recovering, it feels like. But you know what? It was fun. I enjoyed it. I like doing those things. Yeah, exactly, Lisa. 11 hours. Wow. And so I have another one planned for Father's Day, which is also the summer. Is it an equinox or a solstice? Summer solstice. And then I have one planned for the 4th of July. And then, if all goes according to plan, toward the end of July, I will be able to do what I hope will be a monetization party coupled with my Hat Not Hate party, because I'm sure all of you know about my Hat Not Hate contest. And if you don't, Nightbot has been pushing my Linktree page on you. Go to Linktree and you will find the link for that, as well as all of my other things. My patterns on Ravelry, my merch on Etsy, this particular channel, all 3 of my blogs, and a few other things as well. So go to that Linktree link. In fact, I'm going to give it a go. Except my Bluetooth keyboard has gone dormant, hasn't it? There we go. There we go. Let's hope that triggers the message. I'm also going to put up the link so that if anybody wants to come up and join me, they can. Hey, Nani May, glad to see you. So there's the StreamYard link if anybody wants to join me right now, because it's hard. I need your help to carry this thing for an hour and a half or longer. Besides, I love having people come up. It's fun. So anyway, there's the link. So everybody is greeting each other, which I think is lovely. I want everybody to love each other. Oh, exactly. Oh, hey, Sandy. Yay!
Hey.
Oh, and you have Chester with you.
Chester wanted to say hi to Uncle David.
Hi, Chester. He's
Say
so
hi to
cute.
Uncle David.
Oh my gosh, isn't he? Yeah.
I just took him for a manicure.
Oh yeah, how was that?
He did well. I wasn't allowed in. It's curbside. Everything's curbside.
Are they still doing that? Yeah.
Well, here.
Yeah. When
It's
I lived,
'cause
yeah, I was living in Texas for a while with a friend of mine, and he was very active in pet rescue. And sometimes I would take the temporary fosters that he would have for a week or two to the vet, and I would have to stay in the car. I would crochet, of course, but I would have to stay in the car and wait for them to do what they had to do. And usually it was just some sort of a health checkup.
Before the COVID?
It was during.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It was okay. And it looks like Crochet Nana's coming up. Yay!
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Yay. Look at Chester. Isn't he cute? Yes.
He's so cute. I'm going to pet the puppy.
He's so...
Exactly. He's adorable. Does he know he's getting all this attention, or does he just...
Well, he got attention at the vet, getting his nails done.
Then I went
to visit my neighbor next door. I had a question for her. Mm-hmm. So he went to scamper around her condo. Mm-hmm. And now he came home and he discovered Daddy's home. So he went more nuts. So he's going to zunk out any minute now.
Yeah, little puppy zoomies. That's what they do. They zoom and then they sleep.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah.
Actually, that's what grown-up dogs do too. They zoom and then they sleep.
Yeah.
They also eat and poop, but you know, it's part of the job. That's there was a commercial once. It was for a credit card, I guess, where a guy was talking about going on vacation with his family, and then there was this expense, and he was going, and yeah, I'm the dad, that's my job. And then there was another expense, and he's going, yeah, I'm the dad, that's my job. That sort of thing. And so it's like when you have a little doggy, little furry youngin' there, it's like, yeah, I'm the mom, that's my job. You know, it doesn't matter, you know.
Yeah. Except he's taking me away from crochet. I'm way behind on my crochet. Because I settle into crochet and then I see, oh, he's gotten into something. And now I have to put it, go get him.
Has he destroyed anything yet?
Not really. Not really.
No, you said you're a very experienced dog owner, so you know how to to predict that sort of thing.
And I'm on him all day long.
Yeah.
Because I can.
Nani May is saying that I was mean to Craig yesterday. She must mean Monday. Was I mean to Craig? I love Craig. I don't remember being mean. I'm sorry.
Fiber Spider?
Yeah, he came up on my panel for a while. She probably is.
She's probably joking.
Of course, because I mean,
Are you done?
It's unusual for me to be mean at all, and if I am, then you need to just beware because that means I
I
am
wish I,
really,
I wish I
really
could have
angry.
gone. I wish I could have gone on your StreamYard with Fiber Spider because I'm a geek when it comes to Fiber Spider. I was like, oh my gosh, he's got Fiber Spider.
I know, I know.
I
As
can't
I was a
share.
bit of a fanboy when we first met because we first met when I think I won a giveaway of his,
Oh my
and then we started emailing back and forth, and then
Mhm.
we started chatting on Facebook, and then we had some like Facebook or FaceTime, that kind of conversations, and
Yeah.
so that was not the first time he's been up on my panel
I
before.
know. I know. Oh my
So
gosh.
he is he is perfectly lovely. He is so good as a crochet teacher and a pattern
Yeah.
creator and
Yeah.
a creator of videos, and you know we can all just stand back and admire. Yeah.
Yeah. He's a good. I did his Viber shawl, and like I said, I did one of his hats, and I can't remember which one it was, but I have about 3 of them that I made.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I did one of his shawls not too long ago, and it came out just really beautiful. I think it's over there on the other side of the room. Can't you see it?
I could see it.
Actually, I can't see it because it's in a box, but it's there. Believe me. But yeah, it's and I've done a lot of things. And I think it was on Monday he was talking about doing his arbor shawl, which I think was the very first of his patterns that I did, and I wrote it out for him. And he never did. At that time, we didn't know each other,
Uh-huh.
so I don't think he ever even noticed that I had written it out. But
Ah.
writing it out helped me, I have to say.
Yeah.
I have to do that too.
I
Yeah.
tried writing out a couple patterns from Jada and Stitches.
Mhm.
I couldn't get a granny square for the longest time. I
Really?
couldn't get it. Oh my gosh, I had such trouble with the granny square. Oh, that was my biggest obstacle. But now I'm good, and I tried all kinds of. I tried the chain 4, and then connect to make the circle to make the ring.
Do you mean the initial ring?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
And
mean
that
that's a matter of choice, really. I always do the
Yeah.
chain 4 because I just can't make that damn magic circle work.
That
And
magic
you know,
circle always
ring.
comes out for me.
Yeah.
Crochet Crowd, he did one where he did chain 2, and he did all his work in the first chain. I mean, you know, the
Hi,
second
Freaky
chain from the
Geek.
hook.
Welcome in.
I've done that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually, Nani May is saying she's made more of Craig's tutorials than any other. I think it would have to be, for me, it would be between Craig and Bag o' Day. I always, if it's something that interests me, I take notes so
I
that
have
I can
something
do
from
it.
Bag o' Day that everybody loves. Look, I'll show it to you. Babe, give me that it's on the bottom of my shelves. It's the pie, the pumpkin pie. I made her pumpkin pie, and I swear this was an old pattern. You could hear what's her daughter's name?
Which one?
Evelyn?
Rose?
Evelyn.
Yeah, Evelyn Rose.
She's crying. She's in the probably in the walker. Look at
Oh
this
my
one.
goodness. She's what, 6 now?
Yeah. This pumpkin
Oh,
pie.
that's beautiful. Oh.
A lot of people like it.
And I think it's great that she and Mr. Bod, they've got about 100 gazillion subscribers, and that's a
Yeah.
conservative estimate.
Really? What are you doing?
It might be, but yeah, they're doing between YouTube and Etsy and other and merch.
Yeah.
they're doing okay. I don't know
Yeah.
how wealthy they are. I frankly don't care. But I'm glad they are there with their kids full time because they homeschool.
Ugh.
Yeah, she
Ugh.
refuses to get into any kind of discussion about that. As well, she
I
should.
I just make that face because I tried it with two
Oh
boys.
yeah.
And I didn't. I thought before I had kids, homeschool was the only way to go, you know. And then I tried it started them at 3,
Mm.
and then we went all the way up to
Hey,
first grade.
what? What?
Did you
And
guys
even
see
when
what
they
I
went,
did with my hook? I don't know where it went. Huh. I can't find my hook.
Oh no.
Oh. Oh, hey.
mm,
Lonnie Mae wants to come up too.
Dude, what are you doing?
Hi,
There we go.
kids.
I can't
Hi.
find my hook.
Hi, kids.
Granny Banana's here.
Mm.
I knew you'd say that, Sandy. Granny Banani and Noni May are here.
Granny
Two-
Banana. And Papa
two and-
is Papa Papaya there too?
Papa Papaya's outside,
Okay.
and son
Oh,
Colin is in the
okay.
kitchen cooking.
Oh, there's my hook. Okay.
Wow. That's good.
Brother David,
Yeah.
I know we're the same age, and you didn't. I don't think you saw earlier where I said I got a phone call from my high school class president that we are having our 40th class reunion this month.
Well, I escaped that because I
You
didn't
got to go to
graduate from high school.
at
I
14.
went to college a year early. No,
Yes.
not at 14. I
I
went to
remember
college
that.
a year early. I skipped my senior year. So I escaped that. But I graduated from college in 1984. So it won't be long before we will be having my 40th college.
Yes. Well, that is amazing. But I was trying, goodness gracious, son. I was trying not to think that it was about it being 40 years since I was 18 years old. But then I get a phone call from somebody to remind me, you're almost 60, lady.
Yep.
Yeah.
People have a way of doing that, don't they? And you know what? John Lennon was assassinated on my 18th birthday,
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
December 8th, 1980. My 18th birthday.
Now JFK was assassinated 10 years before I was born. The day. 10
You're
years on
November
the day.
22nd?
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
I remember that so vividly. And I
think
remember
Go ahead.
he was assassinated in December, it was December, right?
December
And then that
8th,
following
1980.
March is when President Reagan
Was shot.
and Jim, when that attempt happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Yeah.
remember on both of those where I was at. So that kind of, yeah.
And my okay. Getting all sentimental here.
It's okay.
In my college music building, the my greatest mentor there had started the department in 1962,
Mhm.
and when they came in to announce that Kennedy had been shot in November of '63, he punched a hole in a chalkboard. That hole was still there when I was a student from 1980 until '84.
Hmm. Now I can hear everyone. Found my headphones.
Headphones are good, yeah. I mean, it was an amazing memorial, and then you think about the longevity of the department and all the faculty there, because he built that department in like 62, 63. And I was built in '62, so
Me too.
Yeah. And,
We're 62 models, David.
Yeah, exactly. And I made the mistake once of telling a faculty member that his first Christmas concert, when they did the Christmas portion of Messiah, because that was his thing. He was a choral director and really, really good at it. Not so good as a voice teacher, I will tell you that. But as a choral director and a scholar, amazing. But anyway, that happened the weekend I was born in 1962. I should never have told another faculty member that because she was there at the time. So yeah. Yeah, and it sort of basically I said, "You're old," and I was like 21 at the time. So, but yeah, I mean that was yeah,
Hey, Jill.
it was a great place for many things. Not for everything, but it was a great place for many things. And I will never regret going there and spending those 4 years of my life. And basically, that's where I grew up,
That's awesome.
to the extent that I have grown up.
We can age, but we must never grow up. Keep that
I
young.
won't grow up. I don't want to wear a tie.
Yeah,
Oh, you know, that drive-through.
I love that song.
I wish I remembered the rest of the lyrics. I'm very good at the first lines of so many different songs. Hey, Dana's Wanderlust Crochet. Hey, Michelle. I should be paying more attention to the chat, but we're having a good time up here.
This puppy is fast asleep.
That baby. Look, Sandy, what you did to the baby.
He's wonderful. He's so cute.
My cat is eyeing the computer because he hears Noni's birds.
Oh, really?
Oh my gosh, Michelle. I'm surprised. I saw him back there brushing your hair,
Yeah.
and it's probably hiding because it's my voice. Because Brenda Land's dog, when it hears my voice, she will jump up on her lap and she will run. And then another friend, her dog will, when he hears my voice, it will run too.
No, he's sitting right here. He keeps looking at my computer like, where is that coming from? I'm going to eat it.
I just finished a tutorial not more than 35 minutes ago, and my birds are so loud. I'm like, oh, well, that's my house. We're real people.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Son and husband are in the background, and Colin's cooking, and the dogs are barking, and I'm like,
As it
that's
was
just
in the
us.
beginning, is now, and ever shall be.
Exactly.
World without end. But you know what? I bet you wouldn't trade that for anything.
Nope.
No, sir. No, would not. Sometimes I think about my husband, but then I think, no, I've been married to him. Actually, the fourth will be 30, I don't know how many years. I don't even remember. He said, do we have to celebrate this year? I said, I don't know. We didn't celebrate last year. But we did, but we didn't, It's like, he says, you want me to go get you something to eat at Taco Bell? And I'm like, yeah, happy Thanksgiving, listening. Happy anniversary, honey.
Yeah, that works. Yeah.
Friday was our 27th. We didn't do anything.
Awesome.
We just got pizza, and I have the best gift I can ask for in this puppy. So
Your boy, baby. Yes.
Well, you also have some pretty nice sons too.
Oh, yes, she does.
Yeah.
So they're nice gifts, even if you have to do their laundry.
Oh my gosh. The laundry situation. I did a marathon. I did like 11 loads on Monday.
Oh,
Oh, my goodness.
Are
And
they
I'm
unfamiliar with the way the washing machine works?
I lectured him the whole time, and he
Oh,
argued
Linda.
with me of his theory of why it's not that important to do laundry. And we're back and
And what was
forth
his reasoning there?
because it's not the most important thing in the world.
It's not priority.
Well, neither is
Yeah.
having a shower, but you still want to do it.
Important either,
And that's why I'm not
apparently.
showing myself, David. That hasn't happened for me today yet.
Oh, please.
That's another thing that he needs to do.
TMI, Dave.
shower. And he was just arguing with me on that too. He's just, I don't know. I don't know how he has a germaphobe mother and he turned out that way. I really don't.
Might be a sort of a rebellion thing going on.
Defiance. He's always been defiant.
He'll come to his senses.
Oh, I have one defiant and one easygoing.
Yeah.
One that's so easygoing.
I taught my kids how to work the washer machine when they were 11 years old. I said, I'm never doing your laundry again. If you have dirty clothes, it's all on you.
Yeah.
There you go, Michelle. Mine were 12. Mine were 12.
5 years later, he left for school 5 years ago. He's like, fine, they're dirty. That's okay.
Well, Sandy, remember what happened to my Jada crochet basket?
What?
You remember what happened to my Jada and Stitches crochet basket, the first one I made?
Yeah.
Papa Papaya. Well, he got his own after that. But he got his own basket. I said, but please don't put the dirty ones in it. Put the clean ones in it. Because they're so handy for that. I
made Bradley a basket for socks. But I don't know what he did with that basket. It didn't come home with him.
My oldest son, he loves them. He loves them because he can put the handles together and he can carry his things back and forth. And I think I've made probably 9 or 10 altogether, not counting the small ones. But my oldest son, I made him one, and he's kind of a hippie-ish kind of a kid, you know. But he said, Mom, I can take these back to Colorado and I can sell these for you for big bucks. And he said, how many you got? And I said, I don't know, because I've gifted people with them. So he got 3. He said, can I take these? Goes to my bedroom and dumps things out of them and said, I'll take these back and sell them for you. And I'm like, no. And then I said, your dad's underwear was in that one. And boy, he threw that across the floor.
Oh.
So what's your confidence level that you would get the actual money that he would make from selling them?
Right, because the hours you put in, and then
and my hands, they're so hard.
Yeah,
my hands.
They tear your hands apart, and then people want to be, I'll give you 15 for it. I'm generous. I'll give you 15 for it.
I sold the first one that I sold it for 25. I said, what the heck? And that was one of my best friends that came to visit before the COVID. But that was probably, they don't realize how much work goes into that and the pain. You know, I wore duct tape on my fourth finger and for so long because it was tearing. I mean, I love them. They are great for many things, but oh my goodness.
Joe is here.
Hard on the hand.
Hi, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
What I win, Lord?
Lord, Joe. What you doing? You up in here? You know what he's going to ask? It's up in her. Up in her.
Up on her, y'all. Oh, y'all. No, that's sort of blending the whole Minnesota thing, where I spent a part of my childhood with some of the other accents. But yeah, he's up in here. No, there, don't you know? Yeah.
Up in her, don't you know? Kind of like, yeah. There you go with the accents, yeah.
And it's funny, you meet people from Minnesota and they go, oh no, we don't talk like that here.
Exactly. My nieces are in South Dakota and they have that, and they say they don't have an accent, and when they would come to visit they'd say, I can hardly understand you have an accent. I'm like, oh, I don't, you do. But like, oh my gosh. And like, people from Canada, I love them because they say about and sorry.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Eh?
So I spent part of my childhood in Minnesota, and then we went back to North Carolina, which is where my family is from. And in North Carolina, they thought I talked awfully fast because I don't know. I suppose it was what I had learned in Minnesota. I don't think I had that whole now with Air don't you know thing going on, but
yeah.
But who knows? It didn't take very long for me to pick up a Southern accent. I'll tell you that.
There you go.
It's funny, and people will say, "Oh, you don't have an accent," and I'll say, "You haven't heard me on the phone with my mother." Well, actually, it's impossible to hear me on my phone with my mother now, but at the time, I would say that. But
well, it's funny how you can be talking to someone and you start talking like that.
I was just going to say, I'm going to hop off because my son just brought us dinner. We're having Italian beef sandwiches.
Yeah.
Yum.
So,
Okay, we want to see the dinner. We want to see the sun. Before
Prove
we
it.
leave.
Prove it,
I
Sandy.
told him, come here, Bradley, say
Pixar,
hi.
it didn't happen.
Bradley, say hi. I have one in the fridge for you. It's hidden, but come say hi first, and then I'll show you. This is the music man. The music
Oh,
man.
really? Hi,
Hello,
Mrs.
young
Ann.
Hi.
Say hi.
You looks like a deer in headlights.
I know.
It's like, who are these people?
But this is a very famous place in Chicago.
Ooh,
called
Portillo's.
Portillo's.
And that's that famous Italian what, chopped beef sandwich.
The Italian beef, but you're thinking of chopped salad.
No, I'm thinking of a chopped beef, which is sort of a Midwestern equivalent of sloppy joes, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
Loose meat sandwich.
Loose meat, that's
no.
what I mean. Yeah.
This is more of a they shave it off of the
Like a
big.
Philly cheese.
It's like a Philly cheese steak.
So I love a Philly cheesesteak. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hi, Mimi.
But it's got Italian
Hi, Mimi.
spices, and it's just really good.
Uh-oh. Lisa wants to see the sandwich, Sandy.
So Lisa
Uh-oh.
wants. I guess I have. Okay, give me a minute.
Show us. Show us the sandwich, Sandy.
Give me a minute.
Now.
Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. Somebody has a stomach bug, apparently.
Chris.
I didn't catch who it was, but those are not fun.
No.
No. Actually, I've been
No
very
stomach
fortunate.
bugs.
It's been a very long time since I've had a stomach bug, so I'm fortunate in that way.
Wait,
What happened, Sandy said?
I missed it.
Chris has a stomach bug.
Oh no!
Oh.
Oh, so maybe we shouldn't show Chris the sandwich.
Okay, well,
Chris.
Chris, look away.
Cover your eyes, yeah.
Close your eyes, Chris, and take a deep
Okay.
breath.
So here's how it comes,
Uh-huh.
and then, oh my gosh. Ooh.
No,
Oh,
we
Miguel
go-
does.
Oh, Miguel is the one who has the tummy bug. Okay. Okay.
Oh my gosh. This smells amazing.
Smell-o-vision,
cheese too?
please.
Oh, yeah, it's exactly.
Yeah, smell-o-vision would be great.
Wow, that-
how do I do-
Oh,
So
yum,
it's
yum,
like a
yum.
Chicago equivalent of a Philly cheesesteak, is what I understand. Correct?
Yeah.
I miss meat.
Yeah.
I can't eat beef.
Wait, both of them have peppers?
Yeah.
I
didn't
can
know
almost
peppers.
smell it. Mama got to pick the peppers off.
Mhm.
But I don't want pepper. Oh my gosh. I took some specific directions. Oh, whatever.
Mama don't want peppers.
It's complicated to have.
Mm,
Whatever. Take it.
bad.
Come sit down.
Bad.
Okay.
Boy, how can you not remember that your mom doesn't like peppers?
Sandy has to
Yes.
pick peppers off the sandwich. Pick the peppers off the sandwich, Sandy. Say that 10 times fast. Pick the peppers off the sandwich, Sandy. I can't do it. Pick the peppers off the sandwich, Sandy. There you go.
I'm not
10
a
times
pheasant
fast.
plucker. I'm a
Here's a-
pheasant plucker's mate.
Yeah. David is so Broadway. He's got all these Broadway things.
Actually, that's sort of British, but still.
Yeah, British. Yeah.
I'll be in the chat. Maybe I'll come
Okay,
back
I'm
after.
so glad you came
Should
up,
be
Sandy.
picking the peppers
I'm
off the
always glad to
sandwich.
see you.
I will. Okay.
Bless her heart.
The poor thing probably takes a half an hour to get those peppers off, and then the taste
Yeah.
will still be there.
Yeah, well. My son is making, what are you making? Italian what's it called?
Oh, chicken sausage, peppers, and potatoes, but without potatoes.
Chicken, sausage, potatoes, and peppers.
Oh,
I
that
think,
sounds
something.
good. I'll be over in a half an hour.
Come on over, David. We got plenty.
I don't
When he
remember where you
cooks-
are, but
Missouri.
I'll be over. I'll
I'm
be
in
over.
Missouri.
Missouri.
Okay, it
Missouri,
might be a
don't-
little more than a half an hour, but
That's okay, because it's usually better the next day anyway.
oh yeah.
You know, after
I
it
love
sets,
leftovers.
after it sits and each flavor takes on the other thing's flavors, you know, and you get
Mhm. Yeah.
You
Look,
know, the next day
everybody.
it kind of incorporates taste, and yeah, there'll be plenty. He
Maria
cooks for an army.
Valdivia has joined us, and so has
Hello.
Becky Bramlett.
Hey, Becky
I love
Boo.
to say Maria's name, Maria Elena Valdivia.
Isn't that beautiful?
Because
Like
I know, isn't it? I mean,
Yes,
I
it's a
studied the
very beautiful
languages, but I wish I could remember more. But I just don't use them. You know?
if you don't use it, you lose it.
It's true of
That's
a lot
true.
of things.
David. Bless your heart. I know exactly what. Never mind. Don't anybody
I speak Southern. I know what that means.
Well, I know, but that's not what you know. Never mind. Let's change the subject.
I think we're all in the same boat. So it's okay.
We're on the same ship,
Yes.
or the ship has sailed, or it's about to.
Sailed, yeah.
A very long time ago.
A long time ago.
Maria says we made her day.
Oh, lovely. We like to make people's days. Yay. Good carbs and water. Good thing.
Oh, I just finished a bottle and I was just getting ready to scrunch it up and make it more, but I won't do that, and compact so I can throw it in the trash. But on to the next one.
Oh, I was thinking, what was I going to have for dinner after I get off of here? Because
You're coming to my house, David.
oh, that's right. Although it's a bit of a schlep from North Carolina to Missouri, so it might take me. I'll stop at Waffle House on the way for dinner tonight. That's what I'll do.
Okay. I will save you for some tomorrow.
Mm,
So you have take it slow and be safe coming over. Coming down, coming up, coming over.
Actually, I have been to Missouri, but only to St. Louis, as I recall.
That's
I
all
know
you
there's
only
a
place you
whole-
need to go. Once you've been to St. Louis, you've just been everywhere.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Once you get to St. Louis, you don't want to go anywhere else. Oh, I must not talk about my state.
Hey, must be the money.
What was that?
Oh, my son back there talking about something I don't know.
I don't know.
Talking about money.
Oh, please. I know nothing about money because God knows I don't have any.
Tell me about it.
Mhm. So,
So how's everybody? All it does is rain. Weather. How's your weather?
Weather,
Raining.
gray here today, but it didn't rain. It sort of threatened to rain. I know it rained overnight.
Gosh, it's just like this is the coolest. We had 57 degrees yesterday. I was like, is this really June? And I think it may be 60 today. Dark and gloomy.
Yeah, it's a little gloomy here too. Let me look at my little weather app and see what's going on here.
But we're crocheters. The weather doesn't bother us, right,
Right.
guys? Just
I
crochet
know, who
away.
goes outside.
Yeah, who needs to go outside? 66 in Cahuga Falls. Cahoga.
Yeah,
Cahuga. Cahuga or
Cuyahoga.
Hiya.
Cahoga?
Yeah, it's 79 degrees here, but rather humid. And our highs this week will be in the 80s, but there could be storms, it looks like, all week long.
Yeah, it's supposed to rain.
Yeah,
here.
that sounds like us too. Just like everyone I've talked to today, they're like, it's raining. Or it's about to rain. Colin's singing It's Raining Men. Go ahead.
Oh,
I like that
honey,
song.
It is not raining men. I will tell you
David
that
said-
right now.
Bless your heart, David.
At best, it might be drizzling.
Drizzling.
But it is not raining men around here.
It's
Not
raining babies in my family. All the Colin Ryan, be careful. Oh my
Dear,
word.
What was that?
He's hurt himself. What did you do? He scared the dog. Now the dog's hiding.
Huh.
But
I would
it seems
too after a stream like that.
the child ain't right. The child ain't right.
I know. Oh,
But what I started saying, my great nieces and nephews, all of them, they just keep having babies. So I say it's raining babies. Those COVID babies.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure there are lots of those.
Oh, we have, oh my goodness, in the last 4 months. Let's
That's what
see.
happens when people can't leave their house.
That's what happens when people can't leave their house. What do you know? You haven't left the house. What are you talking about, child? 4 or 5
At
babies.
least he hasn't given you another grandchild.
Well, he hasn't given me any. The other
We
one did,
hope.
but I told him I want a son-in-law, and I'm tired of daughter-in-laws. Now that was not nice, was it? I love my daughter-in-laws. Don't get me wrong. I told my son I wanted a son-in-law. I've had enough daughter-in-laws. Mama.
Is your son going to provide you with a son-in-law? Or
I wish.
does
I don't
he
know.
object to that concept.
He hasn't really objected, and he hasn't really. So we're kind of waiting. Oh, he's gonna murder me. It's okay with me.
That's funny. That's funny.
Wishful
that-
thinking.
what-
Wishful
what
thinking.
What I need is a sugar sonny.
He's not. He's 20, gonna be 27 years old, but he doesn't have much sugar.
He's cute though.
He works from home, medical billing and coding, and he does surveys for all these companies, and they send him all of these. Oh my goodness, all these foods without labels, and he has to test them, and then
That burning stink.
I don't know, son. I hope you haven't got something on fire. He would make someone a wonderful little husband. Either way, he cooks. He kind of cleans. He's great at taking care of old ladies.
What about old men?
Yes, that too. He's a very good caregiver, and he's very domestic, David. So, and he doesn't get mad very much unless his father and I spend a lot of our money. If we go, he watches the account. He's our accountant.
Oh, I see.
If we go shopping, he's on the bank, both of our bank accounts, and he's watching the money go down. And he will call us on the phone and say, "What did you just spend $49, say, for instance, on?" And his dad will say, "Leave us alone. We're adults. We can spend our money. You're not our real dad. Leave us alone." But he's very conservative in a good way.
In a good way, yes.
If you know what I mean. Okay.
Exactly. Oh, what was that?
That was a giggle, a laugh, kind of a yell. I don't know for sure. It was what?
It was a goof off.
It was a goof off.
A guffaw. Oh, that's funny.
Oh, a goof off. Oh, I thought you said a goof off. A goof off. There you go. All right. It was something like that.
Yeah, they used to, where I used to work, they could tell all the way through the office, many different rooms, when I was amused, because I could hear what they used to call it the Brownian guffaw.
Yeah. Like, yeah, he's a good guy. Now, his brother, oh my word. Now, I have to brag. I have bragging rights on Colin. Colin will, if I say, "Colin, will you?" as he's walking through, because when I'm on someone's live or I'm on my laptop, I have my laptop on my lap. It's a laptop. And will you hand me a bottle of water if he's in the kitchen or he's walking through? Will you hand me this? Will you hand me that? And usually, if I leave something in the car and I'll say, "Will you go get it for me?" He will. But if you would ask his brother to do something like that, his brother would say, "Get up and do it yourself, Mom. It's good for you." So really, they're both right,
Exactly.
But the oldest wouldn't do a dish. He wouldn't do. Oh my gosh. What, Colin? Go ahead and upload it, but don't make it public because I'll do that. He's in there fixing my tutorial. He even fixes my tutorials.
Your channel now too.
Well, kind of my tutorials. What, Colin?
That's job security.
David, Granny D is saying throw down the ladder so she can come up and join us.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
okay.
She's gonna get up and spank me.
She's
for
gonna get
saying I
that
was old.
whooping stick out on you,
Uh-oh.
knowing you for saying you're old.
Uh-oh.
Probably.
Okay, I just posted the link again. Yeah. So it's been a while, so I'm going to brag again about this amazing yarn that I got yesterday.
Please do. Oh, I've never had a hank before in my life. I've made hanks, but never had one. Never purchased one.
So I got this from Daniel at Hoplite Yarns.
Oh, that's beautiful.
This is a colorway that he and I worked on together. It's got orange and pink and lavender.
Mm-hmm.
And it's called Ginger Bear. Oh, is that
Oh,
cute or
ginger
what?
bear. Oh, that's just too cute. Now you got to make a ginger bear.
No.
An amigurumi. Or amigurumi.
I'm sorry, that's not going to happen.
Please?
No.
I'll make
and
one
then-
and dedicate it to you.
Oh, that would be nice. I would not mind that at all. Oh, look, Lori's going to come up. Granny hasn't responded to the link yet, though.
Come on, Dee Dee.
Okay. Anyway, hey, Lori. And this is
Hey.
the other one. This is
That
this
is really beautiful.
It is.
Oh,
And then the colorway is simply pink.
that's my colors. That's
It's
gorgeous.
beautiful. It's different kinds of pink. It's 100% Highland wool. It's a DK weight, and it's 225 meters.
Wow.
This is a fingering weight. It's 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon, and it's 425 meters. And I have two of them, so that's 950 meters,
Mm.
which I believe is like 1,045 yards
What'd you say,
all
son?
in total. But
Okay, we'll start uploading.
Okay. It's fingering weight, and I
I'm sorry.
don't know that I've ever used fingering weight before. Hi, Heather.
I love fingering
I'm
weight.
So sorry for the people that I've been missing in the chat. That I've been having a good time. Okay. Let's see.
Hi, Katrina.
David.
Hi, Zach. Hi, Julie
Oh,
Boo.
thank you, Zach. I'll get it after David's live.
I'm sorry. What?
Oh, Zach put his.
What?
Zach's making me a bracelet, so he put his email in his about tab
Oh.
for me.
Okay, that's
Thank
cool.
you. Thank you.
Cool.
Zach's
And
bracelets are beautiful.
Yes, they are.
I have probably seen them, but you know my
It was
mind.
on Jeannie's live yesterday for her
Yes.
monetization.
Your mind is 58. It's okay, Dave. It's just a 58-year-old mind.
Exactly. And I'm still sort of recovering from Monday.
Okay, David, I came up to tell you the story, the heartwarming story about the flag.
Okay.
Okay, so I work in a school, as you know,
Yeah.
and so the kids come through the cafeteria to get their breakfast, and right outside of my door in the cafeteria is the American flag. And every morning they do the Pledge of Allegiance, and then they do their school. It's not a pledge, promise. Their school promise or something like that. Anyway, this boy was leaving my line, and they were getting ready to do the Pledge of Allegiance. So he put his food down, and he stood up right outside my door. He stood straight up, and he had one arm behind his back, and he had the other arm like this. And at the end of the pledge, which he said along, he went.
Aww.
Really cute.
Oh,
And I said,
Talking life,
Get out
with
with
me.
this one, but I
Hey,
said, I
Granny.
told you
Danny.
the story too.
I'm sorry. Say that again. I didn't realize there were two levels of the basement, and I was totally missing Granny. So tell part of that again.
Okay, so
Hey,
after breakfast, they on the loudspeaker they do the Pledge of Allegiance, and the flag is right outside of my door in the cafeteria. So the boy stopped when they came on the intercom. He put his food down and he stood straight up and he crossed his heart and he said the pledge.
Y'all
And
hear
at the end,
me?
he did this.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I hear ya.
oh, Lori.
So
Lori has those.
people do have respect for the flag, is what I'm getting at.
That's awesome.
have
Granny,
such
can you hear
trouble with
us?
that.
Because it
I can
sounds
hear
like
you.
you can't.
I'm
Lori
gonna
has
go
those
down
beautiful
and
blue
come back
eyes, and
up.
as
Okay. Oh dear. Oh dear me.
Granny
she's gonna
couldn't
come
hear
back
her.
up.
Yeah, she said she's coming
She
back
could,
up. She couldn't hear.
she couldn't hear
Okay,
herself.
maybe another
But Lori, you
attempt.
have those
Okay.
beautiful blue eyes, and when you tell a story, that when you're one of those people like my husband, the emotion shows in your eyes. Your eyes got bluer as you told the story. Watch her when she talks. She has
So
those
She's gonna be
beautiful.
like, I
boy
tried.
did the whole this boy did the whole hand on the heart thing and was doing the
Yes.
pledge.
That's-
And what happened next?
He stopped what he was doing. He put his hand on the heart. He said the pledge, and at the end, he saluted the flag. So I
Aw,
wanted
that
to
is
tell
so
you that
awesome.
story because we were having such a time the other day on Memorial Day. You were saying the young people don't understand. They do. Enough of. I mean,
They
I think
do.
enough of them will and do.
Yeah.
You don't hear enough stories about the ones who understand.
Right.
And our creators put the flag up and down. And if if the ones who, like the flag team that goes out and puts the flag up in the morning and takes it down at night, if they get raining, they can't concentrate and clap. They're like, I gotta take the flag down if it starts to rain. So they'll run out of class to go take the flag down.
When
And
we
then-
were
It's
kids,
calling
we were taught flag etiquette, and we were taught about the history, and we were taught about the history
Oh, my goodness.
behind the Star
Stop the-
Spangled Banner. And I just have to say, I have to giggle when I see that Debbie Reynolds is in the room. It's probably not the Debbie
Oh, my
Reynolds
word.
I have in mind, but but still, anyway. But we were taught those things, and I don't know that they're taught those things now. But
They are.
there is a video that's been going around about the history of the Star Spangled Banner, and I've been watching reaction videos from
Now I
people
can hear you.
outside of the U.S. to that video, and it's really stirring. Even though the video itself is rather romanticized and not 100% accurate, the watching the reactions of people outside of the U.S. to this video, it's like they get it now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go down. I have to go eat my stew that I was cooking, but I thought I'd jump on and tell you that story since you were
Oh.
concerned our young people didn't know. There's this little boy. He's a fourth grader, and he's got it. And our
I'm
eighth
gonna have
graders.
to watch the replay and see what that is. I missed it. Trying
We
to
were
get
talking
up.
about the Pledge of Allegiance, Granny.
Thank you.
So, Lori, did you bring enough stew for everybody?
Sorry, there's barely enough for my
Oh.
family. Apparently, they were like,
Now he's gonna
"No,
go
you
to- Now David's coming to your house for dinner. David's gonna make all the stuff.
I'm gonna. I'll be hitting
Well,
the road pretty soon.
a
David
progressive
can, I'm sure.
a progressive meal where you go to one house for appetizers and one house for
Oh yeah,
Salad.
we used to do that.
That's what we used to do back in the old days.
Sunday school class sometimes.
yeah.
What was
Yep.
that again?
A progressive dinner where you go to one person's house
Yeah, progressive dinner. Yeah.
for appetizers
Yeah.
and then a salad and then and then
I've seen
and then it
the-
rotates
the-
so you only have to do the expensive main course like every 6 months or something.
Yeah. I think that most
Our
recently
pastor
I've seen-
Used to do that.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Our pastor used to do that. Or I should say priest used to do that on Sundays when I was a kid. He would come to one's house for dinner, one's house for dessert, and one's house for drinks on Sunday.
But just him, right?
That sounds.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good gig, if you ask me.
That was part of his pay, I reckon.
I'll bet it
Yep.
was.
Part of the perk.
Okay, I'm gonna put you back in the ear and go eat my stew.
Okay, I'm so glad to see you, Lori. Thank you
Enjoy.
for coming
Good to see you,
up.
Lori, sweetie.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye, darling.
But anyway, what were we saying? But actually, with this progressive dinner kind of thing, lately I've seen a lot I think it's more young people when they go out either in pairs or in groups of 3 or 4 or more, where one person would choose where to go for like a starter, and another person would choose where to go for drinks, and another person would choose where to go for like a main dish, and
Oh,
then
so
another
instead
person
of
would
going to
choose where
people's
to go for
houses,
yeah,
they
and
do
they would go to
restaurants.
restaurants. Yeah, and it sounds expensive. And it sounds like a whole lot of food, if you ask me, because I can't eat that much anymore. But still,
And you know, sometimes you want just the desserts are wonderful, but by the time you get done with the meal, you're like,
Right.
there's
yeah,
no way.
exactly. Give me a day before I want to attack that dessert, because believe you me, I want to attack that dessert.
David, you're
Like
not
you'd
going to have
love
room
to
for
have
dessert. You've already
it.
got 2 dinners to go to.
I know. So somebody else has to offer me desserts on the 3rd day.
David, those hanks of yarn from Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
So beautiful.
You're right here.
Yarn.
That pink
Mhm.
especially. Oh my gosh.
I love them. Oh
I
my
bet
God.
they're so soft too.
They do feel very nice, and I don't know what kind of scent he was wearing when he packed it up, but
Smells good.
I feel like Crystal, smelling the yarn and doing it on my face
Yeah,
What
right.
and
happened?
everything.
I got
But
tickled. Jeannie last night at her monetization party was sniffing that chameleon yarn. You know that folks Crystal
Yeah.
said had a really
I've heard
strong,
of that, but I haven't seen it really.
offensive, or just a real strong chemical like smell.
Does it?
And Jeannie was really sniffing. I said, "You sniffing yarn butts?" Because she was all up in. She said, "If I don't wake up
I
in the
was
morning,
watching.
I'll tell my husband I was sniffing this yarn."
Jeannie's so funny anyway.
That was
She's a mess.
I
That was
felt
a
really
fun.
bad that I had to leave her party, but I was still Today I'm still recovering from Monday, my marathon, and then
Yeah, the marathon's what I
understand
was
there
talking
was
about
an
earlier.
after party for Lisa's crochet that I knew nothing about, and I understand a good time was had by all.
Yes, Jeannie and Lisa were on at the same time, so I was flipping back and forth watching both of
Now,
them. I thought, why don't I
who's Elisa?
Lisa
Lisa's
Crochet
crochet.
in
I'm
Canada?
not all
You
that
know, Lisa
familiar
Oh,
Bear.
with
Lisa.
her.
I thought you said Lisa. Lisa's crazy.
No, I'm not all
You
that
got to watch the
familiar with her.
replay. I didn't know she was on last night.
I should probably.
Oh my
look.
gosh. So hilarious because Lisa
I
is just
call her
funny.
Wild
Anything
Woman.
comes out of her mouth.
Am I going to need a
me.
Oh,
Depends?
When Chris
you're going to need
came
Depends,
on-
Michelle. Yep. On New
there
Year's
is-
Eve, Lisa at my New Year's Eve live. Oh my gosh, everybody was needing Depends. Lisa's so funny.
She
There
is.
is
She's just a hoot.
It's funny. There was a novel that I read in the '80s where someone had some like stunning gossip, and to the next person he said, "Are you wearing your adult incontinence brief?" Because he knew what kind of effect it was going to have. So I always think of that because I have some of those too. But moving right along. So I'm so excited. I'm going to cake this up because I ordered a yarn Swift just last week because I knew this was coming, and I don't do hanks very often. So
You
I'm gonna
have a
cake
ball
this up.
winder already, David?
I already had a ball winder. I hope that it's good enough. Because if it's
It
not,
probably will be. I have a
you know,
really-
I
I
think
started
that
out with a really cheap set that I got the Swift and the ball winder. I think even from QVC. It's one of the wire Swifts, the umbrella Swifts, but it works fine.
I don't
Then
know the
later I
brand
got a
names,
more
but,
expensive because I needed a larger ball because I got a really huge hank at this Smoky Mountain Spinnery last year, and I didn't want
Okay,
to
I should stop
cut it
making
up
that.
into a million cakes. So And that's really.
I
the
got a
one
ball.
that's got the other one.
I got a ball winder from Wish, and I was absolutely flabbergasted. It is just exactly like the one that I bought off of eBay a couple of years ago for $25. I got the one from Wish for $7.99. It clamps to the table. It's like a ecru color, like a off-white color and red,
So
clamps
it
to the
works
table.
well.
And how long
Just-
did you have
yeah,
to wait
just-
for it from Wish?
Actually, only 3 weeks. I was so shocked because usually Wish is like a month and a half for
I
$7.99.
don't order from Wish anymore.
And it
I
works
just don't order
well,
from them.
Nanya.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like it made exactly like the one that I got off eBay. But I like to buy
You never
little.
know with Wish. Some stuff is just like.
Yeah,
Wish I wouldn't
some stuff
think
is
that
really
way.
good, and some stuff.
Yeah.
But you know,
Exactly.
yeah, I like to buy the craft stuff because this craft stuff is usually I have.
They do have.
I
a
don't
lot
know
of
how many
yarn
zippers.
for low prices. Hi, Kim. They have a lot
Yeah.
of yarn for low prices on Wish,
Kimmy.
but honestly, nowadays, if I haven't touched it before, I'm not all that interested in ordering it online because I've been burned with yarn that gives acrylic a bad name. If you know what I mean.
David, lately I've seen on different, not so much on Wish, I don't guess, but I've probably the same thing there. But just on ads that will pop up,
Mhm.
and it'll be like milk cotton. It'll say it's 100% milk cotton, but right under that it says 100% acrylic.
What the heck is milk cotton anyway?
Milk cotton is made. Crystal explained it one time. I'm sure I'd botch it up, but it's something about the proteins of actual milk. Like, I don't know. They do this process, and basically, they get it to a powdered form, and then they do whatever magic they do to turn it into yarn. But
Okay, yeah, some kind of a
but
process that they use.
Joyce Swenson blessed me with, I showed y'all this. I got it right here. Milk cotton from Kristen Amdahl.
Mhm.
Now this is 100% milk cotton, and it feels like nothing. It doesn't feel like your normal cotton. Doesn't really look like it. Looks like acrylic, doesn't it?
It
It
does look.
feels sort of
It's-
microfiberish, sort of like
Yeah.
like butter.
Like
So
Yeah,
it has
but it-
both a soft and artificial feel at the same
Well,
time.
it's
Is that what you're
soft,
saying?
but it's more like not like your typical cotton would feel. Not even like
Mhm.
Hobby Lobby cotton. And this
almost
is
got like it's got like a coating of something on it, but it doesn't feel sticky or weird or anything. It's just
right.
it's kind of hard to
Mm.
explain.
Weird. It's soft, but it's just almost like feels like butter to me. But it's just
Okay, Lori is
100%
leaving us.
Lori's gonna
to have
eat.
her
milk
her
cotton.
stew that she's not offering to any of us. So
And this
I hope
is a
you
size
enjoy
5,
it.
bulky too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I
was
love that
thinking
bulky yarn.
It looked sort of bulky. I'm more of a. I used to say I was a worsted boy, but more and more I've started
like-
leaning toward DK, and then
I like it all.
I'm.
I like from
I knew that
3s
sooner or
down
later I
because
would.
I like. Yeah,
Yeah, I knew that
I
sooner or
think
later
you get
I
a
would.
good drape with a 3, and even the I don't know
Uh-huh.
if you got DK or fingering. What did you get from Daniel?
Yeah, he's got fingering.
Well, this the ginger bear is fingering, and the pink is DK.
Mm-hmm.
So the pink, I'm gonna.
Fingering is something to get used to, but it has a gorgeous drape.
And believe
Yeah, it
me,
does.
I have enough hooks to start a store. So I have hooks to
You
work with the
Me
fingering.
too.
So I'm not worried about that. And I know it's just getting used to it. I
I was
A
so
lot
happy
of-
for you, though. You were so excited. Mine, all
Mm.
mine.
exactly. I'm
All I
This
can-
is not
excited.
leaving my hands. Or
All
my
I can
mouth.
see is the seagulls in Finding
Don't
Dory.
blame
Mine,
you.
mine,
I
mine.
do the same thing with my what I call fancy yarns.
Well, this is fancy yarn because honestly, it is priced as you would expect hand-dyed yarn to be priced. And
Oh
it
my
came from
gosh,
the
I got some
UK,
from Whisper, and can you imagine the shipping coming from?
Oh,
the
from
Netherlands.
Netherlands.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
good
shipping
Lord.
from Scotland wasn't
But
any better.
she blessed me, didn't charge me. She blessed me with a whole box of yumminess
Doesn't
like
stink
last year, and here I am. I'm still not. I'm such a doofus. Look how gorgeous that is.
Gee, now
Oh,
Miss,
I
now
like
Granny
that.
D,
That
I'm gonna
looks
get on
lovely.
to you for saying that.
Okay, but look how much I've done, and I've had it for a year.
Well, you know, that's okay. You get back to it.
Y'all know
takes-
how I am.
you
I
know,
do
it
one
takes
thing
what
and
it
another,
takes.
and I don't know if you can see, but it's sparkly. It's got sparkles in
Oh,
it.
sparkly.
Oh
is
yeah,
it?
I can see it.
Yeah.
Ask them how
Did you
So
all
it's
see?
corals and creams and teals. I got too much light.
Did you all see Daniel when he did his 15 minutes of fame with the Yorkshire Yarn Fest on Saturday?
I didn't see that, but I heard
No.
that.
Well, actually, he has the replay on his channel. It was
I'll
just
go
a
back and
15-minute
look.
live. Yeah, and he has so.
I love
many
to watch
beautiful
Daniel
things.
because I love his voice. That's a nice voice.
Well, he's
English.
living in
It's
Scotland, but he's from England,
Yeah.
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Living in
he's
Scotland.
he's
Yeah.
from the south of England, but currently lives near Aberdeen, Scotland. Okay. But anyway, yeah. People.
Okay.
Colin, Ryan, please stop that. Oh my gosh. It's almost dinner time. He's singing and beating on the plates.
Uh-oh.
Doesn't he cook?
Who?
Oh yes. Colin.
Her son.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Colin.
yeah.
Actually, Nani told us that Colin was making dinner, and it sounded delicious. That's why I'm going to her place for dinner.
Oh, okay. Now I heard you had
He's
two
kinda-
places to go. Where else you going?
I can't keep them
Lori's-
straight. Actually.
You go with Laura. Well, she wasn't talking about the progressive dinner tonight, was she?
No.
Yeah.
But, I can't remember. Michelle, was it you? No, Lori.
It was
Lori
Lori.
had a stew, and I asked if she had brought enough for everybody. She
I
said
heard
wasn't
she
sure
said they
had
barely
enough for
had
her
enough.
family.
Yeah.
But I said that's okay. I'll be one of your family.
Did she say what kind of stew
Sure.
it was?
She did, but I can't remember right now. But it sounded delicious nonetheless.
You know I love
Um,
oyster stew, but I don't like the oysters.
I have no
So I
experience
just
with
put
oysters.
crackers and
This
I
potato
put
looks like an
crackers and
ocarina.
ketchup in it.
What is
sounds
that?
Weird,
Looks
but
like an ocarina.
it's good.
An ocarina. Here he goes with these big fancy names
It's an
for
instrument
instruments.
on
Ocarina.
And
He's brought it-
ocarina. They used to call that a sweet potato. It's a little kind of
Oh, well, he's got-
a wind instrument. It's like sort of like a variation of a harmonica, if you will.
Okay, well,
And they
he
used to
came in
call
with
it
a
sweet
regular
potato.
potato.
Yeah.
He came in with a
Oh.
regular potato, and he said, "Doesn't this look like an ocarina?" Arena. I've never heard of that before in my life.
You had never heard of an ocarina?
I guess I have now. No,
Well, honey, you need to
I've heard of the
stick
Macarena,
with
the
me.
Macarena, and the Macarena,
Well,
Macarena.
and, yeah, stick with. You'll also hear about margaritas.
Stick
But-
with David. You'll learn all about music stuff.
Colin, you'll also hear about margaritas. That is one thing I have never had as a margarita. So I better
don't
go to
like
David.
tequila
Stick with David.
at all. I got
Well,
sick
no,
off
I
of
don't
it.
say that I make good ones, but I certainly appreciate them.
I've never
But I'm
had
sorry,
one before,
Granny.
and
We interrupted Granny. What were you saying?
oh, I'm
I
sorry.
said I do not like anything with tequila. It makes me ill just to think
Mhm.
about it because I drank a whole lot one time. The really good kind with the worm in it, the authentic stuff.
Ooh, Is that
I
the
didn't
is
eat the
that,
worm.
that's
But
a
you
drink
just
that
talked
You
to me,
know-
and I was so drunk and sick.
I don't
isn't
need
there a
that
song
kind of
about the tequila
authenticity.
makes your clothes fall off?
Yeah, I had babies.
Tequila makes
I don't
tequila
know,
makes
but
your
I
clothes
couldn't
fall
say
off.
that.
I had a little kid in my kindergarten class that said to me one day, Miss Nora, do you know that tequila makes your clothes fall off? And I was like, oh my Lord. And I wanted to laugh so hard, but you can't. And here's this little 6-year-old saying, and he just kept saying,
Oh
you know that tequila makes your
my
clothes fall off? And I'm like, Lord have mercy. So apparently his parents were listening to the song. I don't know, but he had the whole classroom saying it. And so,
Oh my
Oh.
gosh. At home saying
oh my
it.
God.
And I bet you got a few
It's-
phone calls.
There is
when the parents
yeah.
came the next day, they when they brought the kids, they said, oh, so Miss Nora, we heard that tequila makes your clothes fall. Another story, if I could, with my kindergartners. I have, a slightly protruding stomach, big belly kind of. And they asked me one time
Hello,
at
MOB.
nap time, they were just being crazy children. They said, when one of the little kids asked me when my baby was due, when are you going to have your baby? And I said, I'm not going to have babies. I'm going to have puppies. Oh my gosh, I should not have said that. So they all said, can we have a puppy, Miss
Uh-oh.
Nora? Well, I knew I had said too much. So
they
the
went
next
home
day-
and told that story.
The next day,
Mm.
when the parents came to drop them off, they said, Miss Nora, we heard another one. We heard you're having puppies. The kids are wanting one of your puppies. When is your dog going to have your puppies? And I couldn't help but laugh. And so I had to tell that 12 times what I did before. And my boss, she said, and the parents went to her and said, that crazy teacher you have here, she told oh my gosh. It's a wonder I didn't
Called
lose my
into
job.
the office a lot.
I got called into the
That's
office all the
funny.
time. All the time. Thank goodness I had a boss that just thought it was funny. Anyway,
It's good to have someone who
That's
has a
it.
sense of humor. Dana says that she had a kid. I don't know if she means one of her own, who would say it's 5 o'clock. It's always 5 o'clock somewhere. I once got on a flight.
What
I once got on
Dana
a
is saying
flight and
that.
we were waiting for it to take off, and the flight attendant brought me a drink of the sort that I like, and you know what sort I like. And she said, I don't know, it was something like happy Kwanzaa or happy Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever it was. But
One
it's
of
a
those,
holiday
one of
for
those.
Somebody. Yeah, it's a holiday for somebody. So here you are. What is the word they use? There's a word where they combine Christmas, Hanukkah, and Kwanzaa, and I can't remember what the word is.
Lordy, I haven't
Because
heard that
I think
one.
it's a
Happy
it's a
holidays,
hysterically
maybe?
funny
Happy
word.
holidays.
Christmas,
Happy
Hanukkah,
holidays.
Kwanzaa. I think so. Yeah.
Say that
Happy
10 times fast.
holidays. Christmas, Hanukkah,
Happy
Kwanzaa.
holidays.
Christmas,
All the
Hanukkah,
beads
Kwanzaa.
are on
Look,
there.
there's a different stitch. It's
Woo!
not my stitch.
Oh wow.
Beautiful girls.
That is
Gorgeous.
pretty.
Mm.
Bead therapy. Thank you, guys.
Oh, exactly. By the way, Nightbot just dropped my Linktree link. I sort of edited Nightbot because there were so many links because I have my Patreon membership is growing, and one of the perks of Patreon is for me to drop your link. And then I have my own links. So I decided to just say, go to Linktree, see my page. You can see all of my links. You'll see
David,
my,
after you did that, I went and signed up for it, but I just haven't set it up yet. I don't have near the links you have, but
well, it's
and
so
I don't know what to
useful.
do about
Even
Patreon. I know I should do it, but I've got so many that I've already done
well,
the.
you know what? There's no
Why
should. Stop shooting all over yourself. There is no should. Do what's right.
No
for
shoulda,
you.
woulda, couldas. No shoulda, woulda, couldas.
Exactly. Because believe you
But
me,
you know, I had
enough
what
of that
3
in
or
my
4 who
history.
just signed up today on the regular membership. I don't
Make
know.
another vegetable. or
Honestly, In the past
you
week, I
want
got
to,
3
son.
new Patreon members, and I think I got them all on Monday from my
That's
marathon
great.
live stream. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Daniel just joined us. Yay! Daniel, I have
Awesome.
been showing your yarns and actually being totally inappropriate with them. But they all know me. And now that you're here, I'm going to be even more inappropriate.
That's all right. Go on. We can take it. Right, D?
I told you needed to leave them in
I know
Hank
you
form
can.
for a
You
while.
all know
just
me.
to
Oh, hi,
cover.
Mark. I didn't see you come in. So I just dropped the link again. If
Well, my beautiful darlings, it is supper time. David,
Oh, no,
get
you're
in the
gonna
car.
leave us?
Start driving.
It's good to hang out with
Uh-oh.
you,
Uh-oh.
Nona.
And Colin said Papa's mad. Oh, Lord. Watch out.
Uh-oh.
Why
What's
now?
he mad about?
We
What?
don't want that.
I didn't do it this time. Wasn't me. Papa's mad about something. No, Papa is
Well, I don't know.
he's farming it. You know, he's a farmer, so something's going wrong with a weed or something, you know. Something like that.
Well, we don't talk about weed on this channel.
Forward.
But,
Not that kind of weed, but
yeah.
Colin got a laugh out of that. Well, I love you people so much. And Dee, don't think that. And Dee, I
enjoy supper.
watch him play.
Enjoy your dinner.
Stop that, Colin. Now I'm getting hit in the head by my son. Don't do that. You don't hit an old lady in the head.
No,
You can
never
hurt
hit
us
your mother.
permanently.
Your mother's supposed to hit you.
You better believe it.
No, I want you. I honestly, I want in a future live stream. I want to see both of you side by side because. I
Oh, me
wanna
and
get
Colin
this on.
together.
Yes.
Oh, I'm blocked out because I look like an old crazy lady. We will. Well, if you come
Well,
to
hey,
my,
So do I. But I do it anyway.
Yeah, you do not.
Colin's very
Hey,
sweet,
MLB,
isn't he, Dee? He's very sweet. But
I'm
what is
afraid
today?
MLB
Wednesday? It can't
MLB
be.
says it's her first time here, and
Friday.
I'm afraid that we might have scared her a
Saturday.
little bit.
Who, me?
But, no, I
Oh,
was
her.
just saying
Oh,
that MLB
okay.
says it's her first time here. I'm assuming that MLB
Oh.
is a she because we're talking yarn.
Oh, we're
that
all
might be
good
a
people.
blanket assumption, yeah. But I hope we haven't scared her. Anyway, hi, Carolina.
Sorry if we did.
We don't.
But I love
our
you.
People don't scare too easily, I don't think.
No.
Well, I don't know. Some people scare far too easily, and they're the ones who are the most vocal. That's the thing.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah.
And
Well, we don't need that. We don't need that. But we just pray for them. And
actually, I've been very fortunate. I haven't had much of that at all on my channel, and I'm very glad of that. Knock
Oh,
on,
I hate mine
on
kind
wood.
of ended the way it did, and I haven't. But that
Knock,
kind
knock.
of thing, I hate to say, but it goes on a lot.
It does. It does.
yes, it does.
And I think other people agree with me. It's been my observation that there are trolls and mean people who are worse to women YouTubers than they are to men. And I hate that. Not that I want to invite meanness to me, because I'm sort of a sensitive guy. But at the same time, I don't
Tell them
want
it's the
anyone to
holiday
experience
season. Holiday
meanness.
season.
Oh, hi, Julie.
But I love you, Colin. Now Colin's saying it's the holiday season. Okay. And
Happy holidays.
happy holidays. Everybody sing together. Okay, I love you guys. You guys are awesome. I'm going to get off here and I'm going to feed my gullet.
I'm so glad you were
Love you
here. I look forward to
too.
seeing
Love
you
you
again.
Good on me.
Quit saying you're an old lady.
And I can't,
That's right. You
but
tell
I
her,
is
Granny.
Dee.
Granny's
Granny's not, but I am.
because I'm older than
Ah,
you.
ah. We're gonna get out our
And Dee
whooping
thinks,
stick.
and,
It's
uh-oh,
not a
don't whip me.
contest, Granny. Yeah.
You'll look back at the age you are now and say, "Look at all the time I spent saying I was old and I was not old."
Well, I am older than I've ever been. And
Yes, but you're not as old as you will be. Hopefully.
Oh,
Yes,
Becky
I'm
is
glad you
saying
threw that
another
hopefully
channel
in.
had a lot of. Yeah, Becky was telling us. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know.
But D, darling, I watch you. I will watch the replay back, darling. You
There's
know.
Daniel. Okay.
Hey, darling. Hey,
There's
Daniel.
Daniel.
But
Look at
Becky
all
was
those beautiful
telling
Hanks back there.
us that somebody's channel had a lot of trolls last night, and that's
Oh.
unfortunate because we don't like trolls.
Yeah, that could be a pain, but most folks know
But
how to
Trolls are just trolls. Okay, I love
life
you
goes
guys.
on.
I love you guys. I better
Love you
Bye,
too.
honey.
eat my
We
son.
love you
Enjoy your
too.
Eat my
dinner,
son.
Nanny.
Thank darlings. David says she's leaving because I'm coming. No. I gotta eat. You know, I do not dare not eat my son's cooking because he may not cook for me again. Okay.
He better.
I love you guys. I'll be
Come
watching.
over there and spank him.
Come on, David. We would have a
I do
blast.
that anyway.
We would have a
But,
blast. Okay, guys. I love you. Have fun. I'll be down in the down watching
Bye-bye.
and eating. Okay.
Yeah,
Bye, love.
We love you, honey May.
Colin says bye. Love you too, darling. Bye, Daniel, honey. And Nana. And I'm even saying bye to myself. Okay. Bye-bye.
I'm so glad that Daniel just came up.
Me too.
I've just woken up.
I thought you
Oh,
looked like
you had a
maybe
nap?
you had.
Yeah.
I saw you rubbing your
Well, it is
eyes.
late over there.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah. Oh, Dana's still with us. I'm really glad of that.
Hey, Dana.
Hey, Estefanio Ramirez. Glad to see you.
Granny, your sidekick is above me.
Oops.
So Daniel is your pup in the room?
My puppy, no, he's in bed.
Sorry. I had an
Oh,
alarm go off. I need to fix that right quick and get that thing
Okay.
off of there.
Oh,
That's okay. I have a picture of your puppy. There he is. Isn't it cute?
That's my
how cute.
He is. He is. And he also sent me this decal, which I have to figure out what to do with. But I love it. And where are those other two decals? Oh. He sent me this llama decal. I'm sure that this would appeal to Brenda and Veronica V. You know who I mean. And this corgi. And I'm an Anglophile and a bit of a royalist, so this appeals to me a lot. Because it's a puppy. I love puppies. And I was showing people your yarns before, and they all loved them. Do you have any yarn left? It looks like the racks behind you are pretty bare.
The racks are getting pretty bare now. I do have yarn there, but I wouldn't say I have a lot of it anymore.
It really does look thinned out. Wow.
Yeah.
David's been shouting you out a plenty.
That's for sure.
You've done enough in sales to get some more raw material and make some more. Are you going to make some Erin weight or Erin or Chunky? Because
I will be.
Crystal of Bag a Day said that she would love to see some of your stuff.
She likes a number 5. Is her favorite.
Yeah, she does like a chunky weight.
I love fingering and all that. I'm a yardage gal. I'll even go lace weight, maybe get 2 lace weights and put them together because you get like maybe 600 and some yards. But it's teeny tiny.
Well,
but
I was saying,
Daniel, have you ever dyed any like browns and purples together?
I don't think I've got any brown and purple together.
I was just wondering if you ever have done that combo. I love that. I can't do anything now because I'm waiting on some from Whisper that cost me plenty because of the shipping. I mean, like David says, it's very reasonable because of what all's
It's-
involved, the dyeing process,
It's
and then to ship
realistic.
it from so far away.
And
Yeah.
it's not Walmart yarn, it's realistic
Yes.
because it's hand dyed and it's honestly real beautiful. Look at this stuff. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
they still have to just.
But I just love browns and purples together.
When I did my unboxing yesterday, people asked me repeatedly if I needed a moment alone, and I said, "Hell yeah!" But
It was real cute.
it was because I don't get that demonstrative usually because I'm Mr. Composure at all costs. That's how I learned to deal with life as a for the past 58 years. So it takes a lot to get me that excited or to get me to show that level of excitement. But this yarn is so beautiful.
I was so tickled for you.
But anyway,
Me too.
I get it. I totally get it.
yeah.
I think all of us get it, Granny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look at that! Show us what you're doing, Daniel. That blanket.
Ooh,
Pretty, pretty.
I like it.
Yeah, pretty big.
Oh, and you said that you were alternating it's like half double crochets and the lattice work with double crochets, based on my shawl pattern.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty much the 4-way repeat from your shawl.
Uh-huh.
I
Now,
just
did y'all
got
know that Daniel is also offering a kit with my Alicia shawl pattern, which is what I'm working on here,
Cool.
and any one of his yarns. So this is my current progress on this sample. But you
Wow.
see,
I
it's
thought
like-
of you at the Dollar Tree with that color yarn. I picked up a whole bunch the other day. So if you need more,
That's exactly where this yarn came from.
I know. That's why I thought of you.
But it's nice yarn. It's
Hey,
I'm
it's
not-
100%
is it just
acrylic,
the-
but
is
it's a
it the
nice
Premier?
soft touch acrylic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Premier yarns.
So if you run out, David,
Hey,
I'll hook you up.
I am stocked up with the Dollar Tree just
I
yarn,
am
the
too.
Premier just yarn, but
Yeah.
also I've been getting the Crafter Square since it's nice and soft and pretty.
Well, do you
spring-colored.
know?
And
that?
I've even got a decent stock of the flowers yarn now that somebody sent me some more. I was
I
like,
don't have any.
because it's
Yeah,
so
here.
pretty, and I didn't have enough for like shawls.
Well, now I have bad words for Kim, whom we know as Affordably Crafty, because she turned us on to the Dollar Tree website, and now I have 24 skeins of those dollar skeins, each of 2 different colors coming to me.
That's all right.
What am I
You'll
gonna
be
do
glad
with
you
them?
got it.
But they were so cheap.
And I love the
nice
tweed that they've
yarn.
just come out with, Daniel. You'd like that.
I don't know that I've seen the tweed.
I
I was
think
saying
she
earlier
showed.
that I-
I'm pretty sure Kim showed that before because I saw that
I
she
mean,
had some.
I don't look at her videos anymore.
Yeah, I
But
get you.
I was saying earlier that I like the Lion Brand Mandala tweeds.
Yeah, I was showing those today.
Yes, you
Exactly.
were.
Exactly.
As I was digging out, I'm like, oh, that's where they are.
Mm. And I
I'm
made
still getting over to my shelves to get those squared away.
a sample of my Granny D Moss Stitch shawl in
I'm so tickled you did that. I've got to learn to make that.
the well, it's this Friday's tutorial, by the way.
Yay!
The
I need to buy
pattern is
the.
available on
You've got the
Ravelry.
pattern for sale.
It's on Ravelry, but
I'll buy
I
the
made
pattern and watch the tutorial.
cool. But so I made the shawl and I also made a beret to go with it, and I sent it off to a friend of mine as a gift. And
I
the
love
silly thing,
berets.
It was the friend that I named the Alicia shawl after, and I haven't sent her an Alicia shawl.
I heard you say that.
So
Well,
I have to send her another package this week.
Oh, that's funny.
and
So anyway, actually, I think I brought it up in your live, Granny, where I'm thinking about adding a membership level on Patreon where I will name a pattern after a member.
like Dana Triple C. Well,
Yeah,
she
like Dana
does it when
does,
people
yeah.
send her yarn.
Yeah,
for the-
exactly. Because I usually, when I do it, I have the Alicia shawl, I have my Sharon shawl, that sort of thing. So it just makes sense that if someone wants to join that level, once a month I will do that, name a pattern after someone, and I have a goal to publish a certain number of patterns every month anyway. So
Yeah.
it just makes sense. So we'll look into that. I think, in fact, on Patreon I posted a poll about it, whether people like the idea or not. I am 100% certain that people are going to misinterpret the question and think that I'm asking whether they would want to do it themselves, where what I'm really asking is, do you think it's a good idea?
Oh,
Do you know how that is? But anyway, I posted a poll to my Patreon followers. Mark is one of my Patreon followers. He's here right now.
I just need 8 more squirrels to have 3690. I think it is 3690.
Wow.
Or no, I need 8 more to have 3700. That's what I need.
Oh, you mean YouTube subscribers?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I
You
gained
got the
some-
watch hour thing figured out. I felt like such a
Yeah.
goofball.
I'm
like,
I
how
still
can
need.
this be?
Yeah, I still need watch hours.
I'll help you. I'm helping Brenda right now, but I can run you too.
Well, right now on my other device, I have Carrie the Yarny Elephant running, but it's been a while since Dana sent out her buddy list.
Yeah, I wondered if it was
plan?
just me because I was having computer problems at one
No.
point, and I asked to come off the list until I got those settled.
But yeah, I've just been going back to the old list and running people.
There you
Not
go.
in any particular order, but just running people.
Right.
So just to help wherever I could. And I don't know. So MLB asks what we're all working on. So
I'm working on this. This is a Chandy Fiber Expression Arts pattern.
Oh,
They're
yes.
real lacy.
That's that really beautiful young woman, right?
Yes.
Who does those amazing knit and crochet patterns.
And she does the free pattern Friday. So this was one of her
okay.
free patterns.
So this is what I call my Alicia shawl. And I'm doing this, it can be used as a shawl or a scarf. And I'm doing it for a friend of mine who is actually a successful opera singer and works a lot in Northern Europe. So it will be very useful for him next winter. And,
I want to get this done. Jeannie's stitch marker holder.
Oh, okay,
I've had the pattern for a while and I keep not getting it done. I need to just stop everything. Get that done. I have so many pretty stitch markers folks have sent me. That'd be great to display them. And some are too pretty to use.
Yeah,
some are just, and some are heavy. So,
call me crazy. Many have. But I prefer the cheap plastic stitch markers. I mean, I think
Sometimes I do too.
the
Yeah.
decorative stitch markers are meant to be decorative and not all that useful. I haven't tried to use them because I'm afraid I would either lose them or destroy them or something. In fact, it wasn't a stitch marker, but it was or a set of stitch markers. It was really a key ring with what you might call charms that were pretty much adapted stitch markers. I got it as part of a giveaway from Ola Joe, and that goes with my Have No Hate giveaway, because honestly, if I were to try to use that as a key ring, I would destroy it. So I'd rather just give it to someone who's going to appreciate it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
But some of the stitch markers I get are really kind of heavy, or they're very long, so they kind of get in the way, but they'd be gorgeous just to display. Look at the beautiful fur.
Uh-oh, that's quite nice. I'm
This
working with
Andromeda is my favorite, I think.
I've got them all away.
You got that one?
You've got which? Oh, okay.
Granny D.
I actually only have 2 Furls hooks. One was a gift, one was a giveaway prize. By coincidence, they're both the same size, but that's okay. But because they're, I like using them both.
I like the wooden ones, and I like I like Odysseys too, but they're so heavy. But I really like the Odysseys on like heavier projects, like blankets or baskets or something like that. But these, what do they call these? Swirls. Duh. The swirls.
I like that. I think that's
But they've
beautiful.
got all different, the Andromeda, the Virgo, the Aries, all different things. And if I'd order another one of these, it would look totally, it would be the same colors, but the swirls would be different.
So Daniel, you were saying you have some furls as well?
I don't have them on me. They got dispatched yesterday, so fingers crossed they'll be here soon.
Oh, I see. You just ordered them then. Okay.
Yeah. But I found out, which is very dangerous, that Fowls have a UK warehouse.
That does sound dangerous.
No, that is very dangerous.
The shipping is going to be a lot easier, won't it?
And I'm impatient, so.
Oh, please. I have the patience of a gnat. So. Anyway, MOB says that Michelle, I'm working on a granny square blanket for a king size bed. Oh, that's a lot of granny squares, isn't it? Okay, let's see. It's hard for me to keep up with the chat when I am active on the panel, and I really have no attention span whatsoever. Also. Debbie says her Dollar Tree doesn't sell yarn. You need a new Dollar Tree then. I hope we have like 3 or 4 here where I live, so I think that we're probably fortunate in that way.
Yeah, we've got 3 in Salisbury. The one that carries the most yarn is the one farthest away, and it's the scuzziest store. But it's the biggest store. It's got, the refrigerated and the freezer part. It's way out where the old mall used to be. And nothing's out there anymore except that and a consignment shop. And Bath and Body Works is still in there, and that's it.
Granny, did I tell you that I will probably be in the area in August? You
said you were coming up to Pfeiffer for?
Yeah. So, if that happens, then we certainly must hang out.
Yeah.
We'll go to the Stumble Inn.
We'll meet up somewhere.
for those who don't know, Granny D and I went to the same college at the same time, and it was a very small school, but we didn't know each other. And it's only in the past year that we've become acquainted. We
But
even
we
have
had
friends
in common.
but still didn't really know each other. And she has seen some of my old college pictures on Facebook and still says, nope, 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 nope. Don't recognize you. So, but
I was a day student also. I didn't live on campus, so
yeah, and I was so immersed in the music program, and it
yeah.
was all about church music. And Debbie is asking about black and gold yarn, which, by coincidence, would be the colors of Pfeiffer, our college, which
Yeah.
they call themselves a university now.
Yep.
How would that? Is that something you would do, Daniel?
If that's what people wanted, then yeah, sure. But I try to stay away from black because not many people like working with black.
It's hard to work with.
So I try to stay away unless people want it. But it is something I would consider if that's what you wanted.
I have some very dark blue that was given to me. It's in my hat not hate box, and I made one hat, and I had to stop. Even with I have a decent overhead light here, I have a ring light over there, but I could only do it when there was decent daylight coming in the window because it was so dark. So yeah, very dark ones I'm not so interested in usually, but because it's my alma mater, I might make an exception.
The Falcons, Pfeiffer Falcons.
Pfeiffer Falcons. Hey, no, I was about to sing the tenor part of the alma mater, which of course no one would recognize. Hey, Pfeiffer. I don't even remember. I don't know what the melody was. I only know the tenor part.
Either.
And then I went back for a choir reunion, and when they changed their name to university, it just completely ruined the alma mater. But I'll tell you one thing.
You know, my daughter, my Lindsay, went there, got her
Oh, yeah?
undergrad studies there, and then she went on to Tulane, got her doctorate, her master's and doctorate. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Puppies. We need puppies. I was getting verklempt there for a minute.
I heard you say puppies was your safe word.
It is.
You needed to decompress from my chat the last little bit.
Well, that actually that was getting me annoyed, really, because everybody has suggestions, and everybody means well, but suggestions
and like
are
to
not
say, there's
useful.
nothing we can do except offer her stuff that I've already. This is an ongoing thing. This has been going on for a while.
And you know, we cannot. Well, you know, we don't want to all get into that discussion here either. Because other people.
I was just apologizing for.
Yeah. No, I mean, there's no reason to apologize, but you know, it was sort of annoying, largely
kind of
because
unfortunate. I wish she had just messaged me, which she normally does, instead of bringing it up in a chat situation.
So yeah,
But
exactly. And as I was saying, I've had enough Al-Anon to know exactly what was going on in the room where everybody thought they knew best and knew the answer.
mhm.
And that is such
Ultimately,
Al-Anonic,
like,
if you will,
yeah,
behavior. So anyway. But
but
we're not in that room anymore. We're here.
that's
And
right.
we have a lovely panel before us.
And I'm going to be taking off because I'm hungry.
Well, actually, we've been here longer than I usually do, but
Oh,
My
I
I
don't
gosh, it's
feel
almost 8
like
o'clock.
quitting. It
it
is. It
is.
is. But you know, I really don't feel like quitting if other people don't want to quit. I'm fine with staying here.
Well, I can be in the chat. I just need to
Yeah, I'm probably
kind
going
of
to jump down and be in the chat too. I'm
feed
getting
my
kind of
Okay.
face.
grumbly.
But
Well,
I've
yeah,
enjoyed
food
it,
is.
David. Love you.
Oh, so have I. I'm so glad you
Hi,
came on.
Granny.
Love you, Daniel. Love you,
You
Nana.
Granny.
Love
You
everybody in
too.
the chat. But I'll be in
Oh,
the
and
chat.
We'll be
Michelle, you're
here.
leaving. Bye bye. Oh God.
Yeah, I'm going to eat some food. I haven't eaten since like 11 o'clock this morning, so
Oh,
I think I better do that before bed.
yeah. Whose choice was that? Yeah.
Well, I worked
I
all
eat all
day.
day
So,
long. So.
yeah, my job won't let me.
Don't look now, but there's a cat behind you.
Yeah, he's saying his parting words.
Oh, and what are they? Probably feed me.
Right. We'll see y'all in the chat. I'll still be around.
Okay, bye bye. I'm really glad you were here. So, Daniel, it's you and me. Don't tell your husband. He's already suspicious of me, I know.
No, he's not. Hi, Miguel.
Let's see, what am I missing in the chat? I'm sorry, I always miss chat because I have such a good time with the panelists. And I'm going to post
Michelle, what yarn she was using for the mosaic. MOB said working with black and made baby blanket with it. It also had another 4 colours.
Daniel, have you done mosaic?
No, I haven't.
It was one of my goals for this year to do a mosaic project.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually started one, and here it is. It was going to be a toddler cardigan. So the actual mosaic stuff turned out rather well. But, you know, piecing it together as a toddler cardigan was not as easy as I had hoped. So I abandoned it. But I learned because
it's very pretty.
Yeah, I like these yarns. And they're not expensive yarns, but they're not that, you know, not the kind of acrylic that gives acrylic a bad name, because I have strong feelings about that. But anyway, yeah, so I abandoned it, and I probably will never finish it, and that's okay. I learned a lot.
Miguel asks how I come up with my colorways. I don't think about what I'm dyeing. I just throw a load of colors together and hope it works.
Well, what about the wisteria for the Yorkshire Yarn Fest?
I had that is one color I had to think about, only because it was for a festival, and I was like, oh, I've got a theme to work with. I need to get it right. Because there was so many amazing dyers at the festival.
Yeah, there were some really great people there. I think you were in quite flattering company, and you were every bit their equal. So, but you know, I still can't get over this Gingerberg, and I'm so glad that I have this. Did
Yeah.
you say that you were almost sold out of it now?
I'm almost sold out, guys. Hang on. I need to go in. Where is it? That is my last skein I have.
I just might buy it from you if nobody else does. So Michelle says she would love a sock yarn that is cream with colored specks. Don't you have something like that?
Hang on.
I think that's beautiful. That's fingering weight also?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's beautiful.
And it's got blue. It's got, where is it? Oh, it's got pink. It's got yellow.
Debbie is asking about prices. Debbie, if you scroll up, you can see Nightbot gives a link to Daniel's website where you can learn about everything that he has available and the prices for everything. And honestly, I will say they are realistic prices for hand-dyed yarns. It's not discount yarn, but by golly, they're worth it.
Thank you, Debbie.
Let's see. Michelle was thinking something even more of a cream color background. Do you have
Yeah.
anything like that now, or do you envision
No.
creating something like that?
I don't have anything like that at the moment. Do you mean this sort of cream? Because that's more
yellow,
creamy.
right? Yeah. Now there was a sample that you showed that was knitted up that it seemed to me that it had a little bit of a more creamy and less yellow color with specks. I think that's perfectly beautiful, but I don't know if that suits what Michelle is looking for. Is it hard to do like a cream color when you're dyeing?
It is hard to do a cream color. It's obviously cream is such a light color. Because hand-dyed, undyed yarn comes in this color when you first get it. Let me see if I can find a decent spot in the yarn. Hand-dyed yarn comes in like this color.
Mm-hmm.
So it is more of a creamy color when we first buy it.
Mm-hmm.
So it is hard to dye cream. So the cream colors tend to become more yellowy.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Debbie, we just posted the link there. So yeah, it's beautiful. And so any of these colors that you run out of, when you make another batch, how do you like recreate the same colorway?
Some colorways are a lot easier to recreate than others. Like this one here.
Mm-hmm.
This one's very easy to recreate. What's another one that's easy to recreate? And this is easy to recreate. But some...
What's that one called?
Olympus. Whoever was in Lisa's Crochet live the other day, you'll know what this colour is. But other colours are really hard to recreate just because some of the colours are very vibrant. And when us dyers dye a batch of yarn, it's never the same. That's why they always say when you're working with hand-dyed yarn, always alternate the skeins.
And buy enough.
Yeah, because hand-dyed yarn can vary in colour and shade. So if you alternate the skeins, it won't be as noticeable.
So if you wanted to make another batch of the ginger bear, what would your method be?
Well, your ginger bear is pretty easy to recreate because it is just 3 block colours. I'm trying to find your ginger bear skin now. I can't find it.
You had it in your hand a minute ago.
I know. I probably put it back in the box. Did I put it back in the box? Oh yeah, I put it back in the box. So hang on, I'll show you what it looks like when it's unwound. I can easily wind it back up.
Oh, I haven't unwound it yet. It's still so. Oh my god.
So this is what it looks like unwound. So you can see here you got the purple block here, and then you got the pink block, and
I
then you
might
got.
have to start talking about puppies again. That is
So,
so beautiful.
So it is easy to recreate, but the colours will turn out different because it's a different batch.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not exactly the same as it is this one.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, we know about color lots with and batches, especially with hand dyed yarns, and you see it with even with mass produced yarns sometimes. And I've always said that I've done discount yarns where color lots were not really a thing. But it's really just amazing. It is.
Yeah, I do love buying yarn, but sometimes it can be hard because some people will message you if they get a certain yarn and be like, "Oh, it's not the same color. It looks completely different to another skein I got," but it does vary.
It sounds like they don't understand how it works. Yeah.
It is hard to get a color exactly the same.
I'm sure it's almost impossible.
It is very impossible because I dyed some yarn for my mum because she wanted to make a blanket, and I dyed some yarn for my mum, and then she needed more, so I re-dyed some more for her, and she said, "Oh, the colors are completely different." I said, "Well, it's exactly the same dye recipe. It's exactly the same as I did the first lot, but that's the thing with hand dyed yarn."
So then, for each colorway, you keep a recipe card or something for so that you will be able to recreate it as well as you can.
Best as I can. Yeah.
I think that's I actually am fascinated by dyeing. I've never done it myself. I've seen it in videos. I think I told you I have some hand spun wool that I was given that needs to be dyed, and I've been afraid to touch it because I was afraid I would ruin it.
It's hard to ruin it. I think the only way you're more likely to ruin it is if you put colors together that don't work, that you end up not liking. But most of the time you can ruin it.
Yeah, it's one skein. It's or Hank rather. It's worsted weight. It's probably 400 or 500 yards, if I recall correctly. But it just needs to be dyed. And I've done some research on YouTube about the different ways that people do dye yarns, and since it would be maybe something I would do once or twice at home.
I've got a book here, David. I don't know if you have it over there because I did get it from UK Amazon. Where is it? There it is. But it's this book.
I haven't seen that book.
It's very, very good. It's got dyeing techniques, and it's got like color grids. It's got
it looks like a lot more information than I really need. at this point, if I wanted to do more of it, it would probably be a really good investment. But you know, I just have like a couple of colors in mind, and you know what my favorite colors are. And,
I do.
And I just hope that it will turn out in a way that is not objectionable. But again, it's not something I have to do today or tomorrow. So it's you know, something that fascinates me.
Dyeing yarn is so easy. It's just I think people get overwhelmed with getting it right because it is a long process, and I think people don't want to put that time into dyeing yarn if it then goes wrong.
I think I can't be the only one who feels this way, that I'm so afraid of doing it wrong that I don't want to do it at all. But you're giving me confidence that it's not brain surgery.
Hey, Jill.
Oh, she's back. Hi.
Wisteria is so beautiful. I love it.
I think Jill ordered some of the ginger beer, right?
I can't remember. Did you order some ginger beer, Jill? I can't remember now. I always get lost. I lose track of what people order.
As long as they go out and the money comes in.
There's Wisteria, Debbie.
It is beautiful. How much of that do you have left?
I've got quite a lot of that left.
Oh, that's a shame because it is beautiful.
Yeah, Jill hasn't ordered.
Especially for spring. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
go ahead.
It's a spring color.
Yeah.
And it's got sparkle in it. Who can resist sparkle?
Oh my God, I can imagine like a shawl for, well, it's too late now, but an Easter Sunday kind of outfit for that, with that yarn. Wouldn't you think that's beautiful?
I know, that would look so good.
But
yeah, it's got gold sparkle. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. It's hard to get sparkle on camera.
I can see some sparkles, yeah. Yeah, there were some the other day that you were saying that you didn't know whether the sparkles were showing up, but they were.
Yeah.
I think it's beautiful. I wish I could order all of it. But yeah, it is beautiful stuff.
It is
now, I am beginning to fade. So, and I've been on for over 2 hours, and so I'm going to have to close this live stream. But I'm so glad that everybody has been here with me, and of course, I'm always glad to see you, Daniel, for that. And so you and I will talk certainly, and I look forward to seeing everybody who's in the room, and everybody who watches the replay, and of course, like, subscribe, comment, share, all that standard YouTube crap, and keep coming back. And thank you all so much. So, bye-bye then.
Bye.